Hi, I'm Mr. Nolan. Let's take a look at government types and terminology. Let's start with government types. Anarchy is a state of lawlessness and disorder, usually resulting from a failure of government. What government? There is no government. Here is a symbol of anarchy. Democracy, a form of government in which people have the power, and that power does include voting. Dictatorship, a form of government in which a ruler holds power by force. Here is Charlie Chaplin as the dictator, a great film from the silent era. Ruling family is a dynasty. Here, of course, is an image of Duck Dynasty. Here is the British royal family. Fascism is a dictatorship with strong feelings of nationalism, which is love of country, and strong control over the economy. Here is El Duce, the leader, Benito Mussolini, the famous fascist leader of Italy during World War II. Imperialism. This is controlled by one country of the political, economic, or cultural life of another country or region. Here we see John Bull of England, who controlled all these different parts of the world. Monarchy, one person inherits all political power, i.e. a king or queen. And there is Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom. Republic, form of government in which the people choose leaders who represent them. This is similar to democracy, but in this case, the idea is that elected leaders make decisions for the people. Here we see the famous Roman Senate. Theocracy is a nation ruled by religious leaders. And here we see the leader of Iran. Iran is considered a theocracy. Totalitarian state, a nation in which the government controls every aspect of people's lives. And here we see an illustration of that. And things like dictatorships and fascisms could count as examples of a totalitarian state. Let's try to match the image with the government type, and I'll explain them a little as we go along too. Here's our first image. Look, we see leaders who are getting together and making decisions. So which government is this? This is a republic. Here we see people saying, can we overthrow the government? Yes, we can. If they want to get rid of government, they must be anarchy. Here's another one, says power to the people. If people have the power, that is our basic definition of democracy. Here we see Big Brother is watching you. This was from George Orwell's 1984. So if the government is watching you all the time, the government has control over you, that must be a totalitarian state. Could be a dictatorship, could be fascism too, but since the government has all the power, it's totalitarian. Here we see a guy dressed up in a very unusual style. This is Sacha Baron Cohen from a film that he did, and he is dressed up like a crazy leader, a leader who is holding power by force. He has a gun, and what type would this be? This would be dictatorship. It could be autocracy. Forget that. We're not doing autocracy anymore. Okay. Oh, look at this. Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler was a dictator, but his form of government was the same as Mussolini's back in the day. It was fascism. It's a form of dictatorship, and they have totalitarian control over the people. Here we see England is turning raw materials into goods and sending them over here to India. You can see that they are both the same color. It's because they're actually controlled by England. So which would this go with? This would go with imperialism, when one country controls another for its own economic and political gain. Oh, look at this lady. Now look, she looks scary. She looks scary in that picture. She's not always so scary. She's usually a harmless looking old lady. But look, she's got a crown. She's got a crown. She's got a queen. She must be the leader of a monarchy. Queen Elizabeth II. Okay, so look, this guy, he says, hello, I'm from the government. I'm here to decide who the Lord your God is. He has something resembling the 10 Commandments. So he is the government telling you what you should believe in terms of religion. And a government ruled by religious leaders is theocracy. Okay, here we go. Look at this. It's a whole family, okay? It's the house of Stuart and Orange. And look, this is like mommy and daddy and kids and grandkids and great-grandkids and some other dude down here who's got a cool-looking hair. And what government is this? These guys were rulers. It looks like a family of rulers. That is a dynasty. All right. Hey, look, here comes a new topic. This is government terminology. So we have the Constitution, a Constitution. This is the United States Constitution. It's a document that sets up and lays out the rules for a government. And here's another image. This one is the cover page of the Constitution of India. Nice. Nationalism is love of country, people waving flags. Nationalism is like patriotism. We say the Pledge of Allegiance. We have flags. Sometimes patriotism can become a little strong and become nationalism. Here we see different countries all very proud of their own country, and as a result, you know, they kind of don't like other countries. Nationalism, strong love of country. Coup d'Etat, the sudden violent overthrow of the government. Here we see guys who have taken over the government, and they're on top of the government tanks. Huh, I wonder what happened to the soldiers. Oh, here's another image. People in the streets, baby, overthrowing the government. Yeah, coup d'etat. All right, let's see if we can match the image with the government term. Boom, which one was this? Oh, a bunch of guys on a tank. We just had this. Coup d'etat, which is the overthrow of the state, a French term. Which term? Oh, look, it's got a bunch of written stuff. It includes, oh, it has stuff about Elizabeth II on it. It's a proclamation. Huh, it's a document. It must be a constitution. Great Britain, United Kingdom doesn't really have a constitution. This is kind of complicated, but, we'll skip that. Okay, which term? Oh, boy, a bunch of people. Look, they're all lined up. They're all in lockstep. We have swastika flags. This is from the famous rallies at Nuremberg, which are an example, a scary example, of extreme love of country nationalism. Okay, hey, go take the quiz.